you making beans?
Am I making beans?
Not presently.
Couples therapy. Gosh, I wish you could see my screen. My spelling is horrible.
This will be the
Season 2.
refried bean edition.
The refried. We're gonna do survival. Any more world options? Nope. Oh yeah. What was the seed? The seed was love. And then we click done, and then I click create new world. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go now, and we're gonna go into the great unknown, into season 2. What will season 2 bring us? Why are we doing season 2 in a new world? And we have agenda, an actual mapped out agenda of what to talk about every episode. We now open to LAN. Local game is hosted. Don't you dare, people, try to connect to us here.
Wow, there's lots of trees.
All right, where are you?
I'm in trees.
Hello, where are you? I see you. You're wearing my clothes again, and I'm wearing your clothes.
Where are you?
Hi, I'm Alex.
Oh, there you are.
What's your name?
You look different, Alex.
It's so nice to see you. My name is Alex. Hi.
Where are we headed? Let's explore.
Welcome back to...
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Welcome back to Couples Therapy, Season 2, where our kids are sleeping. Well, probably not. And we're alone downstairs doing what adults do. Play Minecraft. So here we are. We have to... okay, so the reason why we are on Season 2 in a different world is because somebody... Jackson Dynamite... Somebody didn't back up the other world and then updated stuff and then saved stuff and updated more stuff. It's gone.
Is that why we needed a new world?
Yeah, I messed up.
Oh,
I overwrote files. I wrote them over with my Itava, and they're gone. Files are gone.
That's fun having a new world.
Can't get those files back now. All gone. Try to go back, and then it's like being in Inception. The deeper you get, the more confusing it gets. So here we are. We had to create a whole new thing. And if you've been... let me mute your mic while you cough. Hold on one second here. Let me find the button. And if you've been an avid watcher of Season 1, you'll have noticed the enormous gap between the seasons. That's because we're married with a bunch of children. And life gets busy. Oh. Doesn't it?
A little bit. Just
Yeah.
a tad.
And what else is there? Any other housekeeping stuff we got to do before we get rolling?
I got a crafting table.
Do you really now? Craft me a shovel, and I will go a shovel and a pick, and I will go downstairs under the grass, and I will get us some stone. So, the first episodes are always fun, right? You know what's weird too, Mama Dynamite? It's weird that I enjoy watching other people's Let's Plays the first episode, even though what they're doing is the same thing that everyone else is doing. There's nothing cool going on. You don't start your episode and go, let's go take on the dragon. I'm going to take my shovel and whack him in the head with my shovel. It doesn't happen.
No.
I mean, what would you, if you could do anything right now as your first episode, what would you do? Mama Dynamite.
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's a fair answer.
Where are you? I can give you some
I'm behind you.
tips.
Chopping down trees. Chopping down trees like it's no one's business. Because the night is setting in and we're going to die. Hey, thanks for the pick and the axe.
Sorry,
Oh,
give you 2
lots of picks. You can have that pick.
Yep, thanks.
I don't need the pick. Just need a pick.
Oops.
Oh, nope. Don't need the axe. Just need the pick and the shovel. All right, let's do this.
Do you have 2 picks?
I do, but that's okay.
Okay, I'll make
Let's see here. Where do I want to dig down? Where do I want to dig down? I'll go down here and dig.
Before it starts getting dark, should I be looking at shelter?
Yeah, if you can get us a shelter, and I'll start getting us some better tools to work with.
This is pretty crazy.
Here comes the stone.
Oh my gosh.
I have reached the Stone Age. So yeah, we're playing on 1.12.1, which has brought, it's the World of Color update, I think they're calling it. It has brought us parrots and concrete blocks that are very, very vibrant. And it has brought us a recipe book, which at first glance is annoying. But I did notice that you can quickly craft things that, like the things that you know how to craft. Like I know how to craft armor. If I have the diamonds to do it, I can just click on armor, click it, and it populates the table for me. I think that's kind of cool. I just don't want the crafting book up all the time because I don't want to be told how to craft stuff that I haven't figured out yet. Part of the magic, right? Mama is figuring it out. That's what she says. So with this series, we're going to go over, as I one-hand mind. Let me get closer so I can do this with one hand. We both got a tasty beverage, and we both have... So as a friend of ours from college co-wrote a book on happier marriages and how to find the right person to marry. She'll probably be listening to this going,
You didn't say the title correctly.
101 tips for marrying the right person, helping singles find each other, contemplate marriage, and say, I do. And there's a follow-up book, which I'll read the title when we get to it. But for now, as we start getting this world under wraps for the episode, look at... And you know what? This woman, Betsy, she would be happy to know that Mama Dynamite took packing tape to the cover of the book so it would last longer.
It's not packing tape.
It's totally packing tape. You were thinking of moving with this book. All right, anyway. So I'm going to read it. So what we're going to do on this series, we're going to do a few episodes here back to back for season 2. And we're going to read some of these tips. And these are tips that if you're in the dating stages of life, you get into the married stages of life, a couple tips per episode. And I think these tips, they could give you some good insight on what to look for in the person to marry and some insights on how to keep a happier marriage. So would you agree, Mama Dynamite? Good content?
Pretty good content.
Pretty good content. So this is a good one. And I will ask you ahead of time not to refrain from commenting on your current spouse's situation here. This is tip number 1. Expect some level of imperfection. Marrying a perfect person is impossible because no human is perfect. Isn't that the case? So it goes on to say, however, there likely is a perfect someone for you, an equally imperfect fellow human being. Recognizing that you have flaws of your own and will make this easier. Not only will you need to put up with someone else's imperfections, but he or she must put up with yours too. What do you think about that?
You've got no imperfections.
Well, see, that's why we're married. I mean, that's it right there in a nutshell. That's the whole series, folks. Well, thanks for watching. No, isn't it funny that you, I feel like people are always, pick's gone. I feel like people are looking for perfection, right? They're looking for like the ultimate. He's got everything. He's handsome, and he's got a 27,000 pack, and he can bench a house, and he's got a successful job with 1,900 figures a year.
Sounds pretty perfect.
He just has one thing that other men don't have: teeth. So that ends up being the problem, right? I think. Well, yeah. And I think I'm trying to, on the spot, think of if you acknowledge that other people aren't perfect, what would you think would be? I'm getting the feeling that you think that foundational things would be probably more important in a relationship, like knowing where you stand on certain big issues, like if you want children, if you like living in the country versus the city, because it seems like the imperfections are going to be there. But would be better is to make sure that you're compatible to pretty much be together all the time. And it's funny, and I love how it ended with like, just like they're going to be putting up with your imperfections. Like you're going to put up with their imperfections, but then they're also be putting up with your imperfections. So I mean, let me see. Do I have any imperfections that annoy you? Did we do that last season? Did you already answer that? No,
I don't remember. We might have talked about this before.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like an example of like what you, if there's a part of my personality, and vice versa, as I'm saying, if there's a part of our personalities that you don't, that kind of like rubs you the wrong way, like how do you handle it? Is it? I guess for me, it's more of the fact that I love you, and I want to grow old with you and die. It kind of makes me.
Sounds kind of weird.
Sounds kind of morbid.
It makes me in a moment where I might normally. Oh, let me hold on 1 second. Where's the mute button? You're gonna cough. I missed it again. It's gonna make me like where normal people I work with, you just not talk to them, or you would avoid them in the hall and be like, I gotta go pee, and then you just run away really fast, awkwardly with a limp. You know. I think with your spouse, you kind of just be like, oh yeah, she's doing that thing. But it doesn't, it kind of, if you love the person a lot, you don't make it a thing. And I also think that you talk about it, right? I mean, I guess it depends on what the imperfection is, but I feel like you would talk about, hey, you know, you do this. You and I did that though. We got married and there was a lot of.
I think we probably did. It's just been so long, I don't remember.
Yeah, we hashed out a lot of like how do you want to do this stuff? You know, it annoys me when you do the dishes that way with mayonnaise, because it doesn't really clean the dishes, stuff like that. We worked out ahead of time, and I think that's part of the imperfections, right? Like, what would be an imperfection that you think like, I can't change this person, but you can also have a conversation and say, this is why I think I'd be interesting to know what you think of this. And then the person might want to change themselves because they want to have a compatible relationship with you for the rest of their lives. So why would you on purpose say, well, oh, don't change me. This is who I am. I was born this way. But maybe it's something you... What's that?
I love that.
Well, I was born this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't change me.
Can't change me. That's like my spam tattoo. I was born with it.
What did you find down there?
In the cave, lots of cobblestone.
Okay. I've got some sticks.
Yeah, throw me the sticks. I'll make 2 stone shovels, and I'll make 2 stone picks. You know, we got to start crafting a house like now. You gave me 1 stick.
I gave you 34 sticks.
No,
sorry, I just gave you 1. How do I give all of them again?
You hit. You just drag it outside of your crafting.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Hasn't been that long.
Oh, am I gonna absorb it into my inventory?
Just step forward.
I can't. I got the crafting table up. Oh, okay, now here we go. Okay, there we go. I've got them all now. Now we need to make double axes and now double swords. Here we go. 1, 2. I think we are good. Maybe we'll just do that as well. Okay. But yeah, so I think that's.
Where are you?
I'm back at the hill where the crafting table is.
Yeah, where's that?
Up here. This actually has a pretty cool hill. We should start up here somewhere, right? I mean, it seems like up here is.
Can I have some tools?
Above all down there. Yeah, you ready for it? There's 1, 2,
Yes, I'm ready.
3,
Yes.
4, 5. Did you get them all?
I haven't gotten any. Oh, I got 1, 2. Is there more for me to get? Oh, okay, yep. Think I got him.
All right, cool. And the sun's setting. So we need to build something quickly. I've got some logs here. We'll build. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, well, I think that wraps up the first part of that Q&A there. I think. Oh, where's the mute button? Where's here? It's here somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
I missed it again. So I think the idea is if you're dating someone and you think you might get, don't think that you can find the perfect person, but definitely try, I guess, right?
Try to find as close as possible.
I mean, you want to try to find someone. You know, I mean,
okay, where are you? Don't go far.
I am up here on the hill still.
Nope, that's a cow. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Up here on the hill still.
Did you find any coal?
I did.
Can I be making torches? Can you give me coal?
You could be. Where's coal is Right there by the tree trunk. So that ends that topic. Let me get this started here, and we can quickly talk about where is the marriage tip. Oh, that looks lame. Okay, let's go. Boom. Boom, boom. Oh, it's so bright and cheery. So we are just going to make it so people can't get us.
Yeah, let's just hunker down for the night.
Yep. And then that's not what I wanted, but we'll figure that out. And then let me get a chance here to read the next thing. Boop, boop. All right, you're inside. Any bad guys out here? Nothing I see yet. Nothing I see. 101 tips for a happier marriage. Simple ways for couples to grow closer to God and to each other. I just think this is so romantic. Oh my gosh. All right, where are we? Decisions for love. All right, let's see here. So we've got think about what is in your spouse's interests. A loving person wants the best for another and is willing to follow their actions.
Can you move while you do that so we're not going to die?
I can try. There's subtext I got to read, but we can...
Okay, I just don't want to die.
You're not going to die, honey.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
We left our crafting table outside.
Got it.
You making a new one? Oh, good. I was just about to craft it. So let's do this. Make a door, maybe.
I was just thinking, birch or oak, because I got both.
I got birch.
Okay.
It's already made.
Aren't you fast?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to improve our skills here, our housing skills.
We are a little rusty.
Yeah, we are. But this is going to definitely. Oh, sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, there we go. Whew. I got some extra stone if you want to give us a stone floor.
Is that how it's going to stay?
Oh,
Do you want a stone floor?
I have no idea.
Are we staying here?
I have no idea. We haven't really figured that out yet.
Well, we can't make a bed.
So many disappointments in married life can be traced to one basic misunderstanding. We think love is a feeling. We think we are in love when we like the way we feel with the other person. But timeless wisdom shows that love is more than a feeling. Love is a decision. You can improve your marriage by making a decision to love. In fact, you can improve the lives of many people by asking the decisions to do what is in their interest, even if it's inconvenient for you at the time. Ain't that the truth? We did that. I mean, it's funny because I think that we got to a point in our relationship where we just said, like, we just decided. And then people say this to you all the time, that, like, as you get older, especially, too, like, the warm fuzzies and all that, like, Twitterpation, that, like, goes away. And
No.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's going to happen one day to us.
No.
Not now. We're in our prime, baby. But I think it's good to know that it's not a feeling. You can't be in love, and it's just a feeling that comes and goes, and you can say to your spouse 10 years into the marriage, I don't feel like I'm in love with you anymore. Love is a decision. You both come together at the same time and say, I decide that I will love you forever. No matter what I'm feeling, Could you imagine with a kid? You have a kid and you go, I don't want to love you anymore. I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to see you again. The way that people treat divorce nowadays, could you imagine doing that to a kid? I love you for the first 3 years, then I just kind of fell out of love with you. I don't feel it anymore. No, it's a decision. You're a parent, right? It's a decision. I'm going to love you forever, regardless. Regardless of the bad decisions you will make and peeing in the heat vents.
Oh, no.
I will love you forever.
I think I found your cave.
The cave that I was doing?
I think so.
Really?
Does that connect to where you were?
Did you put doors down here?
I did. Is that where you were?
Yeah, it's funny. That's so hilarious. Well, good for you.
We already have a basement.
We have a basement already. Well, let me go mining then.
I'm a little little scared, so I came back up.
Look at you. You lit this whole place up.
A little bit. Do you need more torches?
I need some torches. I never got any torches.
Fine then. Do you need
Gosh.
a torch, darling?
You're so nagging.
I guess as long as you're with me, I won't be scared.
Oh, you don't be scared. There's only... Oh, look at that. I don't know why I hit something. Everything got so bright really quick there.
Must be redstone.
Must be redstone. Did it again. This must be bright and light cobblestone.
Bright and light.
Bright and light. But yeah, those are some good tips. I think those are good tips. You have more comments about those tips?
More comments about those tips.
Were you listening to the
I'm
tips?
just distracted. It's nighttime. I've got no bed.
Well, of course.
My drink is empty.
We didn't find a single sheep or anything.
I know. I forgot to look for them, actually. I guess I need to have, like, we're starting a new world list.
Well, did you plant crops? Did I see you planting crops out there?
I didn't. I just played.
Okay. I'm only finding cobblestone. Not cool, Minecraft. I need more than cobblestone. Okay, let's see. Can only do that for so long. Mine endlessly into the night.
Well, I made us a root cellar
Oh, that's great. We can definitely revamp this.
where we keep our canned goods.
Of course. We can get beets now, so that's that's a good sign.
Oh, that's one thing, yeah.
And they make pickled carrots, right? You can make pickled carrots.
Make sugar so we can
Dude, we can put sugars in jars.
sweeten our beets.
Did you give me torches yet? You didn't.
Oh no, I don't think I did.
And throw me a stack of torches. What is wrong? Well, I like our 2 tips. I think the 2 tips start off the show divinely.
Divinely.
You gonna give me some torches here?
Yes, I just don't want to give you all of them, so. You're gonna need more than me. But I'm afraid of the dark.
Someday I'll get these torches.
They're right at your feet.
I didn't absorb them until just now.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. Oh man. So yeah, imperfections. What's my biggest imperfection you've had to overcome and just deal with because I'm not gonna change for you?
Snoring.
That's new though. Yeah, see now, okay, disclaimer. So I didn't snore growing up, although I didn't sleep with anybody in my room, so no one would have really ever told me I was snoring.
That's refreshing.
But there was this weird lady from down the road that always come in my bedroom at night.
Ah, weird.
It was strange. Her name was Edith, and she would sneak in my bedroom and be like,
Don't worry, Sonny. This is natural.
and then she would I had this chair in my room, and she would just sit there, but she never told me I snored. But she would just rock
So
quietly.
You're a bad guy or
Yeah,
my bad
she
guy?
would rock quietly, and once in a while just say,
Don't worry. This is natural.
I don't know why she talked
So
like that.
weird.
And then once in a while she'd say it a little slower, like,
Don't worry. This is natural.
Where does this stuff come from?
the cobblestone? It's from
No,
the exploring.
Your brain.
But yeah, the snoring thing's new for me. I don't believe I snored growing up. I ran out of picks. Oh man, this is the most ridiculous staircase out of our basement, and this is the most tiniest little. Did you open the front door?
No.
Close the front door.
Don't blame me.
Where were you raised? You're raised in a shack made out of birch wood. Close the door.
Maybe.
Oh, come on. We're not using that as a floor.
We don't want pink, do we?
No, it's a new floor. I get it. Brand new. I don't think we I don't know, man. I haven't seen a single bad guy. I heard a bad guy though.
Yeah, I heard one.
Got a little pond there. Oh, this is like
Is it morning?
It's the sun is coming up. We'll have to work on
There's
the
something
house.
on fire. There's a skeleton.
Oh, through the woods?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Eat my stone sword, you beast of hell. Okay. Sorry.
I closed the door. I couldn't
Yeah,
watch.
I get a little antsy now with these bad guys.
Bright enough to come out, right?
It's bright enough to come out. We are in a huge wooded section.
So they could be under.
Yeah, so I think we should take down all the trees surrounding our property.
Okay. Are you on that guy?
Yeah, now I'm getting infiltrated. There's spiders everywhere. I'm scared. And it's daylight. I don't know what to do.
We gotta find sheep so we can sleep the night away.
All right, I am gonna die, so I need an apple. Anyways, I think that wraps up episode 1. Thank you for watching. We had a good time. We talked about a couple of cool things.
And we're still alive.
And we're still alive, even though our house looks like a dump.
Welcome to episode 1 where we built this shack that's poor.
This is like on every how not to build in Minecraft 101 video on YouTube.
What?
Oh, it totally is.
Why?
Everybody, hey, if you're watching this video and this totally is a what not to do in Minecraft video, just click a like and say, yep, absolutely. You're going to get killed by that thing.
No way.
It killed.
I'm taking your balls.
Wait, aren't I the guy in the relationship here?
Wait a minute. No. What? This is okay. Well, if my wife is watching, I love you. If my is that the wrong show? Did I say that on? If my kids are watching, I think that's what I say on my other show.
Oh yeah.
It's been so long. We've had so much going on in our life. Maybe we'll expose you to some of the things that have been going on in our lives. Maybe we won't though, because that's inappropriate. But we'll see you next time.